Hey everyone, Norm from Tested here at Wonderfest in Louisville, Kentucky, and I managed to track down Randy Cooper. Randy.
Hey.
Pleasure to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
You know, I've seen your models online. You are a purveyor of incredible kits for Star Wars fans, of your original designs, and it's great to finally meet you here at Wonderfest.
Yeah, same here. I watch your show all the time. When I'm working, I have your show on the TV.
Oh, it's great to hear.
Yeah.
Well, give me a little bit of your background. I know you have multiple models here, but you've worked in the business for a while.
Yeah, about 1988 through 2004, I worked out in the movie business, you know, Men in Black, Starship Troopers, stuff like that, commercials, some TV. And then after a while, you know, CG kind of took over, and so I ended up moving back home and just started doing kits for people, you know, model kits and whatnot. And it just kind of went from there, yeah.
And so when you embark on a kit, because you've done kits from all sorts of franchises at beautiful scale, you know, what's your process today to start making a kit?
Well, if it's from something that somebody wants, like a movie, I'll get as much reference as I possibly can. And with Facebook, all I have to do is put the word out and it'll flood in for the most part, if it's out there. You know, so I'll try to get as much reference and make it absolutely as accurate as I possibly can. With mine, it's kind of like how you build a model. If it's a sketch, you can do whatever you want and throw whatever you want on it, and that's what I'll do. But that's what I used to do. They used to hire me for doing detailing, tech work, text detailing. You know.
So a ship like this, I'm gonna lift this up, that's okay. This is the Ghost from Ahsoka.
Yes.
And from the TV show, to my knowledge, they never made a physical model of this ship.
No, they haven't.
Right?
No.
So walk me through your process of making. This is considered your master.
Yeah, this is the main model. Yeah, it's basically the only shots I could get of this were frame grabs. So I had to use front view and side views because that's all there was. There wasn't anything from the top. And then the HasLab is coming out with a toy, although it's kind of compressed and everything.
It is.
The toy, but all the detail is correct on it. So I kind of extrapolated between the two, and I figured out, you know, obviously I had to use math to figure out using a good, perfect front view, which I found, and a perfect side view. I was able to figure out the width and the height and everything. You know.
And the relationship between the panels.
Exactly, yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And you've detailed out the interior. I love the engine. Oh my goodness, the engine back here.
That was the hardest part.
That pod comes out, or in the show.
Yeah.
And
yeah, this one comes off too. Yeah.
Oh, it does.
But you have to unplug it a little bit. That's okay.
Oh, you have a shuttle.
Yeah, it's got the little shuttle.
Wow. Okay.
And it's got a little chopper on there on the side, a little robot.
Oh, and a fully lit interior.
Yeah, when you plug it in, it lights up a little light in there. Yeah.
So when you're sculpting your master,
yes.
What materials? What's your process for the fast fabrication?
Everything. Like some of it was plexiglass.
Okay.
Some of it was styrene and whatnot. A lot of it was resin and wrench shape. Wrench shape.
Yeah.
Of course you do.
Yes. I use it all the time.
Yeah, a lot of wrench shape. And, which I use for
but it's all
stuff.
physical building. You're not digitally building.
Some parts are. If it's really difficult, I'll have some parts 3D printed, like the window, for instance.
Oh, of course, domes and windows.
It's so difficult, especially this one. I could have done it, but it's just like, a friend of mine, he's getting into it and really wants to, do stuff. So yeah, sure, that's great.
Is it difficult matching a digital sculpt to what you physically built so they perfectly marry?
Yeah, I'll give him every measurement possible. Yeah. And if it's a little off one way, or if he didn't quite get the drawing, because he draws it too. I don't really think about 3D printing at all, or any of that stuff. So if it looks a little off, I'll say, oh, you need to make that a little thicker, that a little wider, a little deeper, and then he'll finally get it, And
then a ship like this, I can't imagine it's monolithic. Like you're building it so that you know it's going to have to be taken apart as a kit, right? Is that the idea, or are you building it as one thing and then let a mold maker figure that out?
No, it's kittable because I make it so it can be kittable. There's a left side, there's a right side, and top pieces to hide the seams, things like that. Yeah.
Okay. That's your years. That's 20 years of making model kits, designing actual kits themselves. That's your institutional knowledge.
Yeah, that's kind of how I do it. Try to make it as easy as possible for people, so they don't have any seams to deal with, or as many seams as possible.
Yes.
So just something I'm just trying to get into.
And then a vehicle like this, how many constituent parts that end up being?
If this, probably about 70 pieces for this kit.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so it's not bad.
Yeah, I mean, if you're including a separate ship that we're building, interiors, as well as parts that that are hidden otherwise.
Yeah, it's like 70 plus with a little ship on it.
Yeah.
Now that tank.
Yes. So you have this, the Ghost from Ahsoka.
Yes.
You also had a Blade Runner spinner.
Yeah.
And then 2 vehicles of your own design.
The NYPD spinner is mine.
Yes.
I'm sorry. The Templar, which looks like a cross, that was my own design. And the Bison, it's called, which is a husky-looking Star Warsian tank.
Yeah.
That one probably is the most detailed one that I do. It's just over 175 parts, I think, for that tank.
And was that because you had full interiors? I noticed like almost full pass-through, like a large cavity.
Yeah, and there's boxes, supplies and stuff like that. Even clear boxes like they might hold water and stuff like that. Yeah, just try to think it through,
I really
love
how you lit that with, just little pulses of red and cold lighting and mix of, really help.
Try to make it look like a set.
Really, absolutely.
Yeah.
In terms of what's changed over 20 years, what things are you adopting now that you didn't have access to 10, 20 years ago for making kits?
Probably materials. More than anything, it's getting better materials out there, and and just learning how to use more machines. Because I'm so old school, I'm Mr. File and sandpaper guy, and saw or something like that. So just learning the new stuff.
And are you sending that out to do the casting, or you do the own casting yourself?
I do my own molds and casting.
You do your own molds and casts?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, everything's set up at my place.
Yeah.
So it's fun.
All the difficult parts. You made the model. You made the master.
Designed and everything. Yeah, did it all. Yeah.
So it's easy for you to figure out. How to best mold it and how to break it up.
Exactly. Yeah. If it's something that's really difficult for me to do left and right, then maybe I'll have somebody else do a left and right piece because it's better for them to do it than me as a kit, because it'll be nicer in the long run. Hence the 3D guy. I have a guy who'll do that. Yeah.
How many units are you typically doing? How many castings are in a run?
Not that many. There might be. The personal design stuff just doesn't sell. I mean, you could have the coolest design in the world, but and they'll say, "Oh, that's just awesome. What's it from?" "Oh, it's my own design." "Oh, all right." It's just people. It has to be part of a movie or something like that.
Right.
So these days, I'm lucky if I sell 12 or 13.
Oh wow.
Yeah. So it's,
all right. Well, they're rare collector's pieces in themselves. I know people collect your kits and then store them and then find time to really deck it out.
Hopefully they do make it their own.
Yeah.
Especially if it's my own design. I'd rather see somebody take one of my design and make it their own. Whatever.
Do you ever do reissues? Like if someone loves an old kit that you...
I still have some. I have some retired kits of my own designs that if somebody wants one, some guy was asking about one today, and I said I still have the molds. If you want that kit, I can pour one up for you or something like that. Make it up for them. So that one's probably about 11 years old now, I think. Think about it.
The mold's still good.
The mold I've since made new molds. How rubber is silicone.
You keep your master and everything. Well, it's great to see the models here at Wonderfest and get inspired, by your kits and to see how beautiful those models are.
Oh, great!
Congratulations on the awards as well.
Oh, thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
It was nice meeting you.
Nice to meet you too, Randy.
Hey, bye-bye. See ya.
Thank you for watching that video. I want to tell you about our demerit badges, because we know that being a maker is a lifelong enterprise of trying new things and learning new skills, and it is also about repeatedly messing everything up. And we like to celebrate that, because failure is not just an option, it is intrinsic to the creative process. And to that end, we have 3 new bundles of demerit badges right now on tested-store.com. We've got your Shop Tool Fails demerit badge bundle up here on top. Here in the middle, we have the Everyday Whoops demerit badge bundle. And at the bottom, we've got my favorite, the Shit Happens demerit badge bundle. You can get any one of these bundles, and we are considering offering a bundle of all 24, not those, of all 24 demerit badges we have released, but we're not sure what to call it. You have a suggestion? Put it in the comments.